She's second in the GLIAC with 66 strikeouts as well. As we getting ready to go here, the first batter coming up of the afternoon. Lakers off to a bit of a slow start this year, looking to get things turned around, and maybe some home cooking can help that out. 11-15 coming into today, 2-2 in conference play. Have played a majority of their games so far at neutral sites. As Carly Dorr steps in, and here's the first pitch. And outside for ball one, we're officially under our way. Beautiful backdrop here at the Grand Valley State softball field. The 1-0. And slaps foul down the right field line. Count evens up at 1 apiece. But you got a glimpse of it there. I mean, you got to look over at Lubber Stadium out over just beyond right field. You got the beautiful golf course. This is fouled straight back towards us. And Dorr ahead now, 1-2. Looking for a big punch out here. Number 67 it would be. The windup, the deal. And misses high and away. Count even at 2 apiece now. But really everywhere on this campus of Grand Valley State, there's not really a bad sight to see. It's one of the more beautiful campuses, in my opinion. Maybe I'm a little biased as an alumnus, but in Michigan. And a ground ball fouled towards the third base side. Also just goes to show why it's one of the bigger campuses in Michigan as well. Here's the 2-2. Struck her out for out number 1. And
now batting for the Pride, the shortstop.
The strikeout leader of this team gets it going here. As Kylie Dugan, the shortstop, will dig in for the first time, hitting from the left side of the plate. A little bunt here, and it'll roll foul down the third base line. But same thing goes for Purdue Northwest. They come in 6-17, as long with a tie. You don't see those very often, but they're trying to get back on the right track. Both of these programs have had a ton of success in recent years. There's a run and swing here, and it's 0-2 with 1 away. Carly Dorr, just one of 5 pitchers on this team, sees a majority of the workload. The 0-2. And a little drag bunt back to the mound. Dorr's got it. Throw to first in time. And there's 2 away.
Now batting for the Pride, the third baseman. Number 3, Amanda DeBoer.
Dorr, her last time out was definitely her worst outing of her collegiate career. Pitched 6 innings in that loss to UW Parkside. As the first pitch misses high for ball 1. Gave up 8 earned runs on 9 hits. Struck out 9, also walked 5. And the extra base hits were a-flowing for the Rangers. And that's in there for a strike. So 1-1 with 2 away. It was that 9-3 loss back on Saturday. First home start, the 1-1. High and away. Not very often do you see a freshman getting the first start of the home opener. But this is a young team. And that misses inside, just barely, and she's behind 3-1 now. Kylie Dugan trying to get back. We're trying to get things going here for the Pride with 2 away. Dorr trying to say otherwise. The 3-1. And a liner, and right into the mitt of Island. And that's out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Pride here in the first. We are headed to the bottom of the first. We'll have lineups and more when we come back. You're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.
Leading off for the Lakers, the right fielder, number 8, Faith Edwards.
Welcome back here on Flow Sports as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning. Lakers trying to crack the hit column as well as the score column first. Let's quickly go through the starting lineup. Faith Edwards will lead things off. Elena Island and Grace Usher. Those will be the batters due up here to start the first inning. Rylan Gick, the pitcher today. And her first one misses outside for ball one. Rylan Gick, another freshman out of West Lafayette, Indiana. The 1-0. And follow this off straight back. Gick leads the team in the lowest ERA on the season, 4.74. The last time out, she lasted just an inning and third against UW Parkside. The 1-1. Misses high. So both of these teams trying to avenge losses, or not great win or great losses against UW Parkside. Another big conference opponent. But Gick gave up 5 earned runs on 7 hits. This is fouled back again. Walked a couple, struck out 3. So the battle of the freshmen here on this Wednesday afternoon. So 2-2 misses off the plate. Count runs full. Faith Edwards has started and played in all 25 games this year. Looking for her 12th walk. Popped up right side. Fair give and chase, and we'll get out of play. So we'll do it again. Faith Edwards, third on the team in batting average, batting .296 coming in today. The pitch. Little jam shot, pop up, left side, and DeBoer and Dugan will run out of space. And a good battle here for the first at-bat of the ball game. For the Lakers, that is. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here. Rylan Gick trying to win it. Another jam shot, foul ball. I mean, you could not ask for much better weather than what it is today. I mean, maybe a little bit warmer, but the wind's not too bad. 3-2. And misses low for ball 4. So the Lakers get things started here with the leadoff hitter gone. Now Ileana Island, the center fielder, will try to continue things here. Island, same thing, has started and played in all 26 games here this year. That is batting .268. Pop up, right side of the infield. And Fair will be there to make the catch.
Now
And there's one away.
The designated player, number 24, Grace Usher.
So this will be the first of many home games this year, but not for a while for Grand Valley State. You're going to have to wait for a few more weeks to get more home softball. As they'll go on the road over the next few weeks. Went 9-10 on their road trip to Florida. Or their spring break trip, rather. The 1-0. And a bunt right down in front of DeBoer. She'll pick up and throw, and it's there in time. Nobody covering third. The throw in the third is dropped. And so the bunt is successful as Edwards goes first to third. So with 2 away and a runner at third, here's Carly Dorr. So that pitch, this is outside for ball 1. This is a very historic program. A team that hasn't missed a regional appearance in a long time. There's a little flare down the right field line. Coming on is Barkowskis. And it'll drop foul. The last time they missed an NCAA regional, you got to go all the way back to 2010. That was the last time they missed it. They've been to one every year since 2011, excluding 2020. And same thing can be said about their GLIAC championships. The 1-1. Off the plate, ball 2. This is a very good program. Under the helm of Dana Callahan. A liner back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Edwards crosses the plate, and the Lakers have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting for the Lakers, the first baseman, number 14, Elizabeth Wozlacki.
So Carly Dorr helping herself out with the team's first base hit. That was Carly Dorr's 7th RBI of the season. And now here's Elizabeth Mislewski. And that one clips the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Dana Callahan just hit 400 wins with her previous win. That misses off the plate. She's been at the helm for many, many years. A liner into right field. Barkowskis is there for out number 3.
In the bottom of the first, the Lakers scored 1.
So the Lakers get 1 on a base hit by Carly Dorr. We're headed to the top of the second. Lakers on top 1-0. You're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.
I remember saying that. I don't know. There's like that one client that's right there. Because I hear all the time, I get self-conscious about it. No. So I always said something. Oh, so you self-conscious about it. No, it's not what it's supposed to be. Right. Yeah, sit down. No.
Leading off for the Pride, the first baseman, number 22, Emma Fair.
Welcome back here on Flow Sports. Top of the second inning. Lakers lead it 1-0 here. Carly Dorr looking to retire the side once again. Had one punch out. That was the leadoff hitter. As the first one to Emma Fair is high and in. The 1-0. And that hits for a strike. The wind blown out towards left field. Not as aggressive as what we've seen in weeks past. The 1-1. Popped up infield. Zagorski's under it, and we'll make the catch for out number 1. One up, one down. Here's Olivia Hernandez.
Now batting for the Pride, the catcher, number 18, Olivia Hernandez.
Hernandez, second best hitter on this team, coming in batting .393. She has smoked 3 home runs, a couple of doubles to her tally, 21 RBIs, leads the team in that category. Here's the 1-0. And that misses off the plate. The 2-0 popped up back towards us. Count 2-1 now. Well, Lakers, from what I've heard, these are new jerseys they're wearing today. All blue pants, blue tops with the black sleeves, the white GVSU script across the chest. Purdue Northwest, and their all blacks was the gold trim. It is a very sleek. They've got some sleek colors. Both of these teams do. Or schools, rather. Popped up and foul. But taking a look at some of the other jersey combinations that the Pride have, it is very sleek. Ground ball to third. Gobbled up by Thurride. The throw to first in time. 5-3 goes the put out, and there's 2 away. Here's Darcy Barkowskis.
The right fielder, number 2, Darcy Barkowskis.
Barkowskis batting .269. 9 RBIs, just 1 long ball, 5 doubles for herself. Trying to crack the hit column for the first time today. Got her with the high cheese for strike 1. That one misses. The softball field still all dirt, natural grass. One of the last few remaining fields here on campus that isn't turfed yet. But honestly, I think this field looks great. Liner into right center field, and this will plug the gap and roll to the fence. Barkowskis rounding first into second. That's a 2-out double for the Pride. So there's her 6th double of the season.
Juliana Giordano.
Here's Juliana Giordano. Giordano off to a rough start this season. Just 6 hits to her tally and 41 at-bats. She'll take a ball there. Giordano, though, just a freshman, so trying to come into the swing of things. Really, both of these squads are. Grand Valley last year was a very senior-heavy team, so a ton of turnover, and they'll be back to where they need to be. If not this year, next year for sure. Once they get more experience and So 1-2 count, 2 away. Rakowskis off a second. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. So Carly Dorr gets out of the 2-out jam, and we're headed to the bottom of the second inning. Lakers on top 1-0. You're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.
Leading off for the Lakers, the shortstop number 3, Morgan Spicer.
Bottom of the second inning. It'll go Spicer, Pope, Zagorski here in the second as the Lakers try to add on to their 1-0 lead. Spicer hitting from the left side of the plate. As the first pitch misses for ball 1. Spicer, the senior out of Valparaiso, Indiana. Definitely playing a team that, had some interest in her. As the 1-1 from Gick misses outside for a ball. The 2-1. Off the plate again. So 3-1. Good count to work herself into here. As Faith Edwards, who led off this bottom of the first inning, she got on via the walk and then came around and scored. So looking for the same thing here and takes a pitch that was borderline for a strike. So count full here. Rylan Gick trying to win the battle here. Popped foul behind the third base dugout. Nice little breeze here. Comes across the ball field. Here's the 3-2. Popped up, left side. Giordano giving chase, and it's foul. Popped up left side again, and it'll be foul. So count remains full. Spicer has started and played in all 26 games for the Lakers. Has driven in 8, 5 triples, and 7 doubles. So definitely one of the speedier players on this team. And she takes a called strike 3 for out number 1. So Rylan Gick fell behind early, worked her way back, and won the battle. So 1 away here, and here's Madeline Pope, today's left fielder. Pope, best hitter on this team entering today. Tries to show bunt. Takes a strike anyway. Fired that one in there. Liner in the right center field, and that ball is gone. Pope gave that one a ride, and it got out of here quick. And the Lakers take a 2-0 lead. And Pope hits her first home run of her collegiate career as well. So a big one at that.
Now batting for the Lakers, the second baseman, number 5, Carson Sigorski.
So a 2-run lead. And here's Carson Sigorski. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. That was the 8th home run given up by Carly Dorr this season. The 0-2. She takes high for ball 1. So trying to settle in after the home run and have a better go of things. The 1-2. And that's strike 2. So scoreboard was off just a little bit. So the count is actually 1-2 now. The 1-2. And misses low. Lakers definitely trying to get back on pace. The 2-2 fouled back. Parkside had hit 6 home runs in that doubleheader against the Lakers on Saturday. 4 of them by just one player. Definitely didn't go according to plan. Another trip to Kenosha, the 2-0. Off the end of the bat. Near the fence and foul ball. Count remained 2-2. So we'll do it again. And that takes high. So count full with 1 away. Sigorski has played in 19 games, started 16 of them for the Lakers. And a swing and a miss. So 2 away now for Gick and the Pride, as that's her second punch out of the day as well as the inning. First pitch up and in. Allison Thuride. And a half-hearted swing for strike 1. So misses through Nick. The 2-1. Popped up, foul. So now count even at 2 apiece, 2 away. Through Nick. Batting 176 entering today. And the 2-2. Fouled off. So got to have bat being put together here. Lakers have struck out twice this inning. Just the home run by Madeline Pope. And other than that, Rylan Gick has been fairly done well today. Grounded to third. DeBoer's got it. The throw to first in time. So Lakers get 1 on a solo blast by Madeline Pope. We're headed to the top of the 3rd inning. Lakers up 2-0. You're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.
the center fielder, number 13, Salem Smith.
Top of the third inning as the Pride of Purdue Northwest looking to get back on track here. They go 8-9-1. Salem Smith will lead things off here. On the first pitch from Smith, she'll take high. Smith batting 136, just 6 hits to her tally, 1 double, 1 RBI, the 1-0. And a half-hearted swing in there for a strike. And the 1-1. And that clips for a strike. Well, the Pride are coached by Tristan Zink, who's in her 5th season. Also hit another big career milestone recently. She coming off her 2nd straight 33-win season. Last year, she crossed her 100-win in her coaching career mark. The 2-2 fouled back. But she came from the University of Dayton, a Division I school down in Ohio, and was a former assistant coach as well as recruiting coordinator there. But in her first season with the Pride, led the program to their best ever finish. As it skips in the dirt, count full now at 3-2. The payoff. In there for a strike, and there's one away. So her first backwards punchy of the afternoon. It's her 3rd overall, and here's Maya Stuckey. Stuckey, on her first at-bat of the ball game, batting .241. No extra base hits, 7 RBIs. And charges at it. And fouls it off. But in Zink's time at Dayton, she helped the Flyers to 3 consecutive appearances in the Atlantic 10 Conference Championship, as well as a 3rd place finish in the 2018 league tournament. Big hitting coach there. The 1-1. High. And definitely one of the draws to really any program that's looking for a good coach to really get their head coaching career started is, well, she helped lead the offense at Dayton as it bunted. It looks like it hit her foot, but she's safe. And there's 1 on with 1 away. We flip to the top of the lineup. It's Kylie Madura.
Now batting for the Pride, the designated player, number 10.
So sometimes a bunt is all you need to get things going here. That's just their 2nd base hit of the game. Madura struck out to start the ball game. But in the 2017 season, Zink, this is bunted back to the mound. They'll take it to first for out number 2. Stuckey will advance to second. So runner in scoring position here. As the little small ball action gets it going. And Kylie Dugan will step up. She's mainly came off the bench for the Pride, but has batted pretty well. Batting .420 entering today. 4 RBIs, looking to pick up her 5th. As that misses low for a ball. But Zink helped the Flyers set a new single-season program record for doubles in hitting percentage. 95 doubles, batting .300. Here's the 1-0. And inside for ball 2. But she's a perfect candidate for a head coach, as she was a catcher in college for Aurora University, the 2-0. And that's in there for a strike, 2-1. Was twice named the Aurora University Female Athlete of the Year, 2012, 2013. So a fantastic resume on the diamond for Zink. The 2-1. And followed off. So count 2-2 now. 2 away. Maya Stuckey at second base. As the Pride tried to pull within 1. Swing of the bat, though. Could tie it. The wind up the deal. And misses low. Here's the payoff. And misses for ball 4. So Carly Dorr was ahead in the count for a majority of that at bat. Loses her over the last couple of pitches. And now the tying run at first base. Here's Amanda DeBoer, a very dangerous hitter. And she takes a strike. DeBoer, not a big RBI hitter, but definitely a big contact hitter. And anything here might be able to score Stuckey from second. Anything to cut it within 1. Here's the 0-1. And off the plate, ball 1. Runners on second and first. 2 away. 1-1 count. Pride down by 2. Here's the deal. Ground ball to the right side. Sigorski's got it, and the flip to first in time. And Carly Dorr and the Lakers escape the jam. We're headed to the home half of inning number 3. Lakers still lead it 2-0. You're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.
Shoot, that double header we did a few weeks ago. It was on a 5. It was pretty good. I was full.
Leading off for the Lakers, the right fielder, number 8, Faith Edwards.
Bottom of the third inning, Faith Edwards will lead things off here for the Lakers. Edwards, in her second at-bat, drew a walk to lead off the bottom of the first inning, came around and scored the first run of the game for the Lakers as they enter with a 2-0 lead. And a ground ball to short. Dugan's got it, throw to first in time.
Now batting for the Lakers.
1 pitch, 1 out, and here's Ileana Island. But Purdue Northwest had a chance to crack the scoring column on the top half of this inning. Unsuccessful, however. That right side of the batter's box finally getting some attention. It feels like we've had a ton of left-handers. Perfectly placed pitch by Gick. And the count 1-1. On this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, the 1-1. Slapped foul. Not too windy. Still pretty chilly. 45 degrees. It'll probably be about Probably rise about a degree by the end of the doubleheader. The 1-2 off the plate. So 1 away. Middle infield playing back. Corner infielders up. Liner off the glove of DeBoer. That'll be fair. Highland rounding first into second. And then she's safe. And it's a 1-out double for the Lakers.
Now batting for the Lakers.
That ball came off the bat hot.
Usher.
So with a runner in scoring position here already, she fouls one back. Two away. Or excuse me, 1 away. Grace Usher, one of the standout players on this team. Take a pitch for a ball. Usher went 2 for 2 with a double in game 1 of that doubleheader against Parkside. Really the biggest production of anybody that game. But Usher hit her first career collegiate home run against Roosevelt last week. The 2-1. And an inside strike called. Count even at 2 apiece now. Highland stands at second. 1 away. Ryland Gick, the 2-2. Pops foul. But the Lakers have really dominated this series all time against Purdue Northwest. She catches a piece of it to stay alive. Lakers 24-2 all time. However, the last matchup between these two schools, the Lakers dropped that one. And called strike 3. Said she went around. There's 2 away now. And here's the cleanup hitter and pitcher, Carly Dorr. She drove in the first run of the ball game back in the first inning. Help herself out, trying to do more of that here. Ryland Gick trying to put the Lakers down scoreless for the first time today. But Lakers 24-4 all time. Purdue Northwest won 4-3 back on April 26th of 2024. The Pride put up 2 runs in the last 2 innings. Called strike there. But this is a matchup that hasn't been around forever, just since 2017 of March. Ground ball to the left side. Dugan's got it. The throw to first is not going to be in time. And there'll be runners on the corner for Elizabeth Islewski. So a big RBI chance for Nislowski. Flew out to right field her last time up. And we'll take a first pitch for a ball. Nislowski with just 1 home run this year. as she drives this in the left center field, and that ball is down and will plug the gap. One is in, Door on her way in, she scores, and it's the bases clearing double for Elizabeth Weslowski, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Lakers. So Morgan Spicer to try to keep it rolling here for the Lakers. All the damage has been done with 2 outs. A double by Highland, single by Dorr, and a bases clearing double by Weslowski. The 0-1. And just missing for a ball. Spicer struck out looking an inning ago. The 1-1. Fouled back. Good pitch to swing at. Maybe try to poke it in the left center field. That's where the last double went. But Giordano playing out in left, or playing close to the foul line out in left field. The 1-2. Off the plate. Even now. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Spicer back-to-back punch-outs now. Well, the Lakers get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors for the Pride. They leave 1 on. And we're headed to the top of the 4th inning. You're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.
Grand Valley State University Athletics. Leading off for the Pride, the first baseman.
Top of the 4th inning. Jackson Heide with you as we are about halfway through game 1 of this doubleheader. Lakers lead it 4-0. Have scored in each of the first 3 innings of this game, rather. Carly Dorr has done pretty well for herself. 3 punch-outs up to this point. And another first pitch strike to Emma Fair. Fair popped out to second baseman Sigorski. Last time up, the 0-1. Liner foul. This is a two teams going at it today that are just trying to start playing better ball. The 0-2. And just missing. Both coaches with pretty stacked resumes. Maybe one more than the other. One's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer one day. The 1-2. Skips it in the dirt. And just came out of the gates slow. Both the rebuilding processes. The 2-2. Popped foul. But for myself, I call a ton of baseball. And most of my softball work is usually fill-in. And I always just get amazed as this is turned over and foul. I always just am amazed about how fast-paced softball is. I could get used to it. Especially in between the innings. I feel like I just take off my headset and I'm putting it back on almost instantly. The 2-2. Ground ball to third base side and foul. A little bit closer to the bag this time. But we'll do it again. Two 7-inning games today, as per usual. The 2-2. And high and away. Spend most of my time in the Northwoods League with the Traverse City Pit Spitters. And, well, the Northwoods League becoming the first league to do softball summer league as well. Gloved by... All right, and it's in time for out number 1.
Now batting for the Pride, the catcher, number 18, Olivia Hernandez.
Through Nick, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying third right. So 1 away for Carly Dorr. Olivia Hernandez now. She'll take a first pitch strike. But the Northwoods League, creating Northwoods League softball last year, still relatively small league. It expanded this year, but given the chance for many softball players to get more playing time. Northwoods League baseball has been around for many years. But 5 teams spreading throughout the Midwest. The 1-1 followed back. But Lacrosse Steen, the Madison Nightmares, Mankato Habaneros, to name a couple, as we'll get a mound visit here. Or rather, a visit with the hitting coach. But the Minot Honeybees, as well as the Wausau softball team. But you got players like the 2021 Big Ten Player of the Year in softball. Being a part of Lexi Blair, being a part of the inaugural season last year. They don't play as many games as what baseball does. Off the end of the bat flare and dies right in the middle of the infield there. And there'll be a 1-out base runner here to get things going. The Pride have gotten one on every inning except for the first. Just haven't really been able to cash anybody in. Last inning was their best inning yet with 2 on. So we're going to get a pinch runner here.
Pinch running at first base for the Pride, number 24, Kendall Endelman.
Kendall Edelman will take over as running duties for Olivia Hernandez. First pitch misses high. Edelman, no stolen bases this year. As that misses down and in, so 2-0. But if they can poke something into the outfield, they'll definitely let her run, as they need to start thinking about piecing a comeback together here. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. But outfield playing back deep here. A few steps in front of the warning track anyway. The 2-1. Fouled straight back. So evens it up now, 2-2. Carly Dorr fighting her way back. The wind up, the 2-2 off the plate. And I don't know if that was an intentional throwdown or not, but be a nice little fake. So full count here, 1 away. Darcy Barkoskis, who doubled the last time around, trying to come through here for the Pride. The payoff pitch. Popped up, left side, Spicer under it, and makes the catch just a step into the left field. And there's 2 away. So the hitting with runners on base, the woes continue for the Pride here. Giuliano Giordano. We'll take a pitch right down the middle. She struck out swinging to end the second inning. The 0-1. Popped up right side. Weslewski giving chase, and he'll get out of play. Two away, 1 on. Here's the 0-2. And I'll take high. Off the end of the bat flare and in and out of the glove of Spicer. And there will be 2 on with 2 away. So a nice attempt there to try to get out of the inning. But ball just couldn't stick in the glove of Spicer. And now there will be 2 on, 1 away, or excuse me, 2 on, 2 away. As Salem Smith digs in. Smith struck out looking her last time up. That was an inning ago to start the inning. The 1-0. Popped up in the center field. Island is called off as Edwards makes the catch for out number 3. So once again, Purdue Northwest gets 2 on, can't cash any in. And we're headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. Halfway home, Lakers on top 4-0. You're watching Grand Valley State Softball here on Flow Sports.
Leading off for the Lakers, left fielder, number 21, Madeline Pope.
Madeline Pope digging in now here to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Pope, a good hitter to really get something going here for the Lakers. And she'll take a first pitch for a ball. Madeline Pope leads the team in many categories, but 6 triples, 12 RBIs, 12 runs scored for her this season. It's a perfect bunt down in front of the plate. The throw to first, not in time. Man, she could have not placed that ball any better than where it was. I mean, that died just in front of the batter's box. So a lead-off base hit here for the Lakers as they look to continue to add on. Carson Sigorski take a first pitch strike. Stealing down to second is not in time. And it's a stolen base for Madeline Pope. That's Pope's 4th stolen base of the season out of 6 attempts. The 0-1. And gets away from the catcher to throw down to third is not in time. Hernandez couldn't keep on to the ball. Count 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at third now. That's fouled off. The 1-2. Off the plate. Sigorski looking for her 9th RBI of the season. Trying to avenge her strikeout from a couple innings ago. The 2-2. Popped up, back towards us. It'll remain even. Well, a couple of weeks ago, baseball had their home opener just behind us. And once again, just beautiful weather for that whole series. The 2-2. Popped up right side, the ball twisting, and we'll get out of play. But the one big thing with that series was the wind. The wind was just atrocious. I mean, helped Grand Valley in many, many different ways as they had a 4-game series sweep against Gannon University. But in their series finale, this is line foul down the left field line, but in their series finale, they had crushed 5 home runs. It was a 19-13 win. I mean, the wind was blowing at 25 miles per hour out towards left field. Many long balls to go around. Sigorski lays off, ball 3, so full now. Nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Lakers trying to add on another. Here's the payoff. Misses high for ball 4.
Now batting for the Lakers, the third baseman, number 12, Allison Thunick.
Allison Thunick. Digs in for just the 2nd time today. Thunick got it out the 3rd. And takes a pitch right in the wheelhouse for strike 1. Thunick, 176 batting, 2 RBIs. Has a chance to pick up at least 1, maybe 2. Another pitch called strike. Same spot. See if Gick will go back to it. The 0-2. Liner in the left field, ball twisting, and Giordano runs out of room. So we'll do it again. First 2 batters have been on here for the Lakers. The 0-2. Off the plate, just missing. Gick wheels and deals. And just early. Zunick has been doing A great job fighting and fouling away pitches here. Took a couple of first pitch strikes. The 1-2. Misses low. So the game is really slowed down from a Ryland Gick standpoint for the Pride. The 2-2. Ground ball back up the middle. Grabbed by Dugan. The flip to second is out of the glove of Stuckey. Pope scores from third, and the Lakers extend their lead to 5-0.
Now batting for the Lakers, the right fielder, number 8, Faith Edwards.
So still nobody out. We'll flip to the top of the lineup. Faith Edwards will step in. Edwards. Walk, came around and scored. Grounded out last time. Shows bunt, gets it down. Gick picks it up. The throw to first is not going to be in time. And the bases will be loaded for Eliana Island. So we've seen many drag bunts or bunt for singles today as the team comes in and talks things over with Gick. Island, a double scored back in the third. Was a part of that bases clearing double by Elizabeth Weslewski. As the huddle breaks, Lakers scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth so far. Still nobody out. Bases loaded. Eliana Island looking to come through here. Takes a first pitch strike. Island, 4 doubles today, a triple, no home runs. Ground ball back up the middle in the center field. Zagorski scores. Thunix on her way in. She scores. And it's a 2 RBI single for Eliana Island.
Now batting for the Lakers, the designated player, number 24, Grace Usher.
So the Lakers extend their lead to 7-0. And Ryland Gick's day just continues to worsen here. His first pitch to Usher misses inside. Gick, we talked to you earlier about how she didn't last a full 3 innings against UW Parkside last week. And, well, she's lasted longer today, but just hasn't been as efficient. Nobody warming up down in the pen for Purdue Northwest, so it's all her. Edwards at second, Island at first, the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. It's a 2 RBI day for Island as well as Weslewski. The pitch. Slapped foul, and the count evens at 2 apiece. Gick, the pitch. And ground ball to first base. Fair will touch the bag for out number 1.
Now batting for the Lakers.
So maybe meant to be a check swing. Ball started in foul territory and then rolled foul. And now we're going to get a pitching change here. So try to catch a look. as Hannah Rafferty-Flatter will try to close out this ball game.
And a Rafferty-Flatter.
And Rafferty-Flatter, this is just her 7th appearance of the season. Rafferty-Flatter has started just 3 games, came out of the bullpen 3 other times. This is her 4th appearance out of the bullpen. 11.05 ERA for her in 12 2/3 innings. The walks are a huge issue for her. 18 of them.
Carly Dorr at bat for
And teams are hitting .446 off of her. But thankfully for her, the long ball has been contained, but the doubles are the issue when teams do catch a hold of it. 11 of them. So 1 away now as Carly Dorr will get her first look at Rafferty-Flatter. As the pitch misses high for ball 1. 3 runs already across this inning. Pope, Zagorski, and Thunek have all scored. 7-0 lead for the Lakers. Here in the bottom of the 4th, the 1-0. Nearly hits her. Dorr has had a nice day at the plate, 2 for 2. Runs scored as well. And the 2-0. And that runs her inside. So Dorr ahead here. Most likely just take this one all the way. And it'll miss low for ball 4.
Now batting for the Lakers at first base.
So this rally continues for the Lakers as bases are loaded once again. And here's Elizabeth Wisniewski. Had that bases clearing double an inning ago. Maybe looking for another bases clearing double. First pitch to Wisniewski in there for a strike. Double play has the potential, or a ball on the ground has the potential to end it. The 0-1. And misses high. And really all Wisniewski needs, or it's not Wisniewski, but all Rafferty-Flatter needs to do here is just throw some strikes, let your defense do the work. I know you don't want to give up anything long, but just trying to get out of this inning. This has been a really long inning for Purdue Northwest. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Over top of that change piece. Wisniewski, 18 RBIs on the season. Just one long ball for her. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Let's go with the bat, and that's strike 3. And the first punch out of the afternoon for Rafferty-Flatter.
Morgan Spicer.
And here's Morgan Spicer, the 9th hitter to come to the plate here this inning. The Lakers would love to continue piling on more runs here. Spicer with that RBI double an inning ago. Or excuse me, struck out to end the 3rd inning. Looking at the wrong box. But her 3rd straight inning coming to the plate. That misses. The 2-0. Thought about it. Lays off wisely, though. And so she's ahead 3-0. Chance to walk in a run here. As the woman to start off this inning is in the on-deck circle. The 3-0. And takes for ball 4, and she walks in a run. Faith Edwards will cross the plate. It's an 8-0 lead now for the Lakers.
Now batting for the Lakers, the left fielder, number 21, Madeline Pope.
And Madeline Pope steps in for the second time this inning. Singled, stole a base, reached third on a wild pitch, or a pass ball rather. And first pitch swinging, ground ball under the glove of Stuckey, and this is going to be trouble. Island is in, Dorr is in, Spicer on her way in, she scores, and the ball gets to the backstop, and it's an inside the Parker for Madeline Pope. Not every day do you see an inside the park grand slam for Pope. As the Lakers continue to pile on runs, 12-0 here. 12-0, 8 runs already across this inning. Of course, that'll probably only go down as a triple due to the ball going towards the dugout. DeBoer not being able to catch it, the 0-1. So the breaking ball misses. But nonetheless, you know, she's going to say it is. The 1-1. Oh, flinched at it. Lays off. 1-2 count, 2 away. Rafferty Flatter trying to get the bats back up there. The 1-2. And misses. So count even, 2 outs. And what has been in a very eventful inning. The 2-2. Fouled off. The 11th batter of the inning. We saw an 11 batter inning as well in that baseball series against Gannon. The 2-2. Fouled off. Three walks. 3 base hits for the Lakers. Here's this inning, 8 runs, the 2-2. Check swing. And that's ball 3. It kind of sounded like it ticked her bat and Hernandez had caught it. But nonetheless, count will remain full here with 2 away. The pitch. And loses her with a ball inside.
Now batting for the Lakers, the third baseman, number 12, Allison Thunder.
Allison Dunick. Digs up now for the second time this inning. Grounded to short, but was unable to field it cleanly, so she reached base safely. It's just crazy how all these little errors can start to add up. And it's just if one of those things goes differently, the score looks completely different. The 1-1. And lays off ball 2. And right now, this is one of those that it just feels very lonely in that pitcher circle. Just as it's never going to end is what it feels like. The 2-2. Ground ball to third. Gloved by DeBoer. The throw to first in time. And Purdue Northwest finally gets out of the inning after the Lakers send up 12 batters to the inning. And it's an 8-run inning. Lakers will take it to the top of the 5th inning. As it is 12-0. You're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.
NovaCare's clinical team provides the best care. Request an appointment today at novacare.com. Leading off for the Pride, the pitcher number 4, Nice Stuckey.
Welcome back here on Flow Sports. Top of the 5th inning. Lakers with a 12-0 lead. As Purdue Northwest looks to get back into this. As a slap hit goes foul down the third base line. As that one misses high and away. Count 1-1. The 1-1. That misses. So I was informed in between innings. The first 4 innings, or 3.5 innings, if you will, took 40 minutes. It was flying by. And, you know, the good old broadcaster's jinx, of course. And that bottom half of the 4th inning went 40 minutes itself. That's why you never talk about the pace of games. But you got to talk about what's happening. But that is always it's a big sin in the broadcast booth, the 2-2. And a liner right into the glove of Wazlewski for out number 1.
Pride, the designated player number 10, Kylie Madura.
I know it's a common thing to talk about with young people in the broadcast booth, especially on the production side. They always say, oh, man, this game's going quick. And then it's like somebody flipped a switch and the game just hits a lull. I remember one specifically from last summer that happened where one of the camera operators in the same booth as I was mentioned something, and it was just one of those, oh, man, and the first 6 innings took maybe an hour and 15 minutes, which is pretty quick for baseball, and then the last 3 innings probably took a collective of 2 hours. The 1-1. And a number back to the mound. Doors got it, and we'll take care of Madura for out number 2. First pitch down the middle to Dugan for strike 1. She's 0 for 1 today, walked in the 3rd. The 0-1. And a bunt. And rolls foul. So we 0-2. As the Lakers are looking to secure their first win of this 2025 homestand, or home season. The 0-2. Ground ball to second base. Zagorski's got it. The throw to first is off the glove of Wazlewski's. And Dugan is going to stay put at first. So that'll go down as an error.
Now batting for the Pride, the third baseman, number 3, Amanda DeBoer.
First pitch to DeBoer. Is outside for a ball. The 1-0. And misses for ball 2. So Purdue Northwest that misses. So the Lakers knocking on the door of the mercy rule here. Assuming they can lock this final out. As that's a ball 4 there from Carly Dorr. So with 2 outs, 2 runners get on to stay alive here.
The first baseman, number 22, Emma Fair.
But as long as you have 8 or more runs after the 5th inning, it'll be considered a mercy. That's what the Lakers will need to do here. Just 1 more out and they'll win the game. That's in their first strike. So in order to stay alive, they'll need to score at least 5 runs. 4 is not going to do it, so they need to go on a bit of a run here. That misses outside. Liner into the glove of Thunick, and that's the ball game.
Your final score, Grand Valley.
So the Lakers wipe the floor here in game 1 of this doubleheader, winning 12-0 on the back of an 8-run 4th inning. And that'll do it from us from here in game 1. We'll be back in a little bit for game 2 of this doubleheader. Same 2 teams. And you're watching Grand Valley State softball here on Flow Sports.